So, I thought I'd go over how I started a side hustle which generates over £10,000 every single year. And no, it is not dropshipping, and no, it is not reselling, and no, it is not AI. It is using your body, and not an explicit purposes, by the way. So, I started a side hustle when I was 20 years old, and this side hustle, at first, for the first year, I earned around £3,000. I was earning £20 a day at the start. It wasn't quick, it wasn't glamorous, it was gardening. Yes, it was gardening. Mowing grass, cutting hedges, and pressure washing drives. That is how I started. I'm going to show you exactly how I started and the techniques I used to be able to grow it from £20 a day to just under £15,000 this summer. Firstly, you don't need a lot of money to start a service-based business. Most businesses that you start when they're service-based, you just need physicality. Maybe not as much muscles, but you need to be able to be physically able. If you are in this position, you have a chance to earn money. You just need to exchange your time. And at first, it's going to seem like a lot of work for a lot of stress and a lot of wasted opportunities elsewhere, learning crypto, learning all of these fancy things. But honestly, it is worth it. It is less money at the start, but it does grow. How I started was with a free K2 Karcher, a little pressure washer off my granddad. That's how I started my business. It was awful, but it worked. It worked, and I was able to grow a business from it. So I'll show you how I first started and how you can grow your reputation. So, first off, use your family and friends, even if it's for free. You want to be able to go around to their property and offer them whatever service you're able to offer. If it's gardening, like mine was, for example, I went round to my mum and my dad's house and I pressure washed their garden. Generously, they gave me £40 for this, and it was the first job on my spreadsheet out of 573 jobs that I've been able to do in the last 4 years. So £40 it was for a whole day's worth of work. It was 9 hours worth of pressure washing with a little pressure washer. But I was amazed. I can do something on the weekend and earn money from it and work on my own schedule. It was great. And then I took pictures before and after, and I uploaded this onto a Facebook that I created. So this is where you learn how to create the reputation. I was taking pictures before and after on every picture, every single garden I was doing. I was getting picture of everything. You want to grow a client base that trusts that you've done work in the past. And that's the main thing when you're first starting out. If you don't have a internet history of your business, people need to learn to trust you. And by doing other jobs and showing that you have done other jobs to even if it's just decent, there will be people who want that. They maybe they don't want to pay for a professional. Maybe they want to pay for someone who's quite new and just to be able to do a quick tidy up. It's so useful to be able to get them pictures, to be able to go, I have done that before. And it helps you grow your experience and skill sets when it comes to doing these types of jobs. Even if this is something along the lines of you offer labouring services on the weekend, even if it's not just gardening, it could be anything. I see a lot of people starting up cryptocurrency, starting up reselling, and there's quite a lot up front. All you need to do to start a service-based side hustle is offer your time. You need to show up, and that is it. So, when it comes to creating the reputation, you need to be putting these onto your Facebook account or Instagram account, whichever platform you decide to use. you want to start sharing it into local groups. This is what I did. So on my Facebook group of the gardening page, I share it into local groups. Every single local group, every time. And this increases my reach massively. I get 10,000 views just by sharing it into each group, because you'll have someone's mum, someone's dad, someone's nan, all in this group wanting to find out the gossip of the area. You push in your business and people will see it. And if someone is thinking, oh, I do want my garden doing, you will get messages. I was getting messages every single day asking for quotes. And you can do this remotely. You do not need to go to every job. You can quote remotely if it's a small job. Obviously, if it's bigger and you have started to get a bit more experience, maybe you might want to, but you don't need to. So when it comes to equipment, I had nothing at the start. I had a pressure washer. The way I started to grow my tools and my equipment is by the job and its necessity for it. Let's say, for example, I was going to buy a lawnmower, and a lawnmower costs, let's say, £200, and I was offered £50 to do a grass cut. I need 4 grass cuts to be able to pay back that lawnmower. Am I going to be able to get 4? If you think you're able to get 4, it is worth the investment, but you can earn and save that money from, if you're able to get something for free, like a pressure washer, like a hedge cutter. Utilize it. It doesn't have to be perfect at the start. You can start to grow your business this way. I think the best thing that I've learned is I only pay for tools if they are necessary for a job. I now have over £2,000 worth of equipment, and most of this has came from, I needed a hedge cutter for hedges. I bought a hedge cutter, but I also got profit on the back of that, so I was spending the day earning money as well as getting a new tool, and it becomes quite fun. And you're able to exchange an hour's worth of your time for, let's say, £40-50, and you can do 2 or 3 of them a day. It makes it worth it, and you can do it on your own time with your own equipment. It's honestly, it's outstanding how easy it works, but it does take time to grow. I think the one thing that you should take away from this is you don't have to be an expert in something. You don't have to be perfect at something before you do it. You don't have to learn how to dropship. You don't have to learn how to break the code. You can go plain and simple. You can offer someone something that they need in exchange for money. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It doesn't have to be copying the same as everyone else. I think a lot of people have got this misconception in their head of what a side hustle is. It's earning money on the side while having a job. That is the main point. It is while you have a job. It is to supplement your income. It's additional to either invest or to grow your life, or to enjoy. If you want to enjoy it, enjoy it. But personally, if you're putting in the time, the extra hours, and you're using yourself towards a goal of creating a business, I would invest it. It will speed run your life. That extra £5,000-10,000 you could earn every year, for 5 years, you can have £25,000 to £50,000. That's a house deposit, and that is where you could start. And this is how I did it. I bought a house at 18, and then bought a second house at 22. I started a business at 20, and all of this is compounded to the point where the speed of each milestone is becoming less and less. And that is the power of compounding. It's not as much even compound interest, it's compounding. Every single thing that you grow will make your life easier when it comes to creating a life that you want and hitting the goals that you want to hit. If you have any questions when it comes to my side hustle, how and exactly when I started it, any questions at all, comment below and subscribe, and I will get back to every single one of you. And if you want, you can go to my Instagram, which is Matty UK Finance, and I will respond to all questions there as well. If you're wanting to invest as well in on the back of creating your new side hustle and start to grow your wealth and future-proof it for the next generation of your family, then go to my Instagram and go to my bio. I have a trading 212 link, which you can get a free stock worth up to £100 if you deposit just £1. It's a free stock. Take it. Why not? I'll see you all later.